Hello guys, it's me Georgie. Today we'll be doing another civilization thing. On this, we're gonna do what if the world restarted? And now I saw this from another YouTuber. I don't really see that I got the same idea, but I love mapping, so yeah, that's why. So let's start. First country is Wolfbergheim. So they spawn over here. We take over this land and start moving south. Then you find Portal and next to it Bahrain. Let me use a smaller brush. I said smaller brush. So they start exploring, and then there's a scout party which went to over here to check what's going on here. So they checked over here. They took this lands, and now they're ginormous. Everybody's happy in the end. But everybody except from Wolfbergheim, because there's a new nation spawning. They want to be independent. So Novtich declares independence. It captures all of its territory, and Wolfbergheim, without a strong army, he just lets him go. And they are gonna fight it back for one day. So Wolfbergheim, they capture all of his lands, and now it's a race who's the first to capture his lands. So Wolfbergheim starts by getting their way over here. They're making their way. Also, by the way, I am going to make a bunch of videos because soon I am going to take a break for the rest of May. This is at the beginning of May. So at the end of, I'll take a break at May. I won't make any videos in May. I'm gonna get over with these recordings and have some spare time just to relax. So anyway, Novtich and Wolfbergheim are both in the middle. So we decide to split them up like real men. Novtich gets less because he got less land here, and then Wolfbergheim captures all of his land. But Novtich is not happy. It wants all of the land, so it does. It declares war on Wolfbergheim, and Wolfbergheim. It had nothing going for them because they're not the main characters, and they're attacked. They lose this lands, all of this is taken from them, and Wolfbergheim wants just to have some peace, just wanted to be left alone. Novtich doesn't want to leave him alone. But they still stop because they're nice, and then they start exploring into Africa. So they go down the Nile River. I'll just do what they captured all this land because that's how I think the Nile River goes. I don't want Novtich to be that big. That's too much. So they explore into Algeria and Morocco. We get to here and sets up some colonies. Now they're ginormous. What do Ginormous do? What are Ginormous empires famous for? That's right, for falling apart. Where's the new nation? Krasunia. It spawns and it owns this territory, I'd say. It's basically Carthage. So Krasunia captures all the territory. No, it began with all of its territory. And it immediately declares war on the Egyptian country, Novtich. Soon, Novtich is split in half, and Krasunia, it takes over a lot of lands. And then they give Novtich an ultimatum. If this will be given to Krasunia, then Novtich will be left alive. Krasunia, Novtich answers yes, because they want to be left alone, they want to expand, they want to do all that. So then, Wolfberheim. They begin exploring into Arabia. Not Arabia, Irania. Persia, goddamn. So they explore into Persia. I conquered everything but Persia. Yeah, nah. Okay, so Wolfberheim captures all of this territory and officially takes this route. Tried out all to themselves. So now Wolfberheim is enormous. And they begin, and then they begin exploring to the north. Beam, bow, barrow, boop. Now they're ginormous. Very ginormous empire. And what are our beautiful empires known for? That's right, falling apart. So Wolfberheim falls apart into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically modern day Turkey. Then Dubsk. Dubsk captures all of this land. And Lichstad captures all of this land. Now, this guy captures all of this land. Penway, and Taskistan captures the rest. So now we have a world full of countries. And Wolfberheim falls into dismay. Wolfberheim is falling apart because they already lost. So this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one all came from Wolfberheim. And this came from Krasunia, came from Hoptich, and Hoptich came from Wolfberheim. So technically that's still the same thing. Then some people decided to make a nomadic tea, a nomadic grape. Rezona. So this is a nomadic, not really a nomadic grape, this onomatopoeia grape. So Rezona is now, it made itself. It not split for anyone. So finally, now there's only 2 countries which are actually not split away from each other. So Rezona immediately captures all this territory. They did not explore the mountains though. They're too scared to go there still. And then they found the flat plains of Italy. Take all of this, all of this, all this, all this, all this. They start being ginormous. They take all Spain. Then they continue growing. Oh, wait. Are they declaring war? Okay, we're declaring war. So we declare war, and immediately these guys rise up. So Rezona captures everything over here and becomes ginormous. It's really about the Roman Empire. Now it's invading Turkey. Invades Haberf, of course, like this. Okay. So this is how Rezona looks like now. Oh no! Krasunia wants to declare war on Rosena. They want Spain. They want Italy. They want everything which had been taken from them. Not really taken, but all that. So we have easy task of getting these islands fast. Krasunia wants to destroy Rezona to capture all of its territory. North each continue expanding. Then there's a new country over here. Bilot, which immediately expands into this. And oh no, it declares war on North Teach. Okay, that's the end of their empire. Huh? They're winning? How? And they split North Teach in 2. And they're making... and they're taking their capital city. Gonad under siege. It'll take a while, but it might even work. So they built another city, and now they're split in half. They tried to get through, but no. Bilot is winning. So they're split in half. And you know what Bilot does? almost, but not quite. Basically that they give half of lands to themselves and half of lands to their ancestors. So Bilot gets ginormous. Is now basically the Arabian Empire. This is the old guy of Arabia, and Noftich is dead. He is really screwed. And it and it's just peace. It says peace. So these are new borders. Noftich is now absolutely obliterated. Bilot captures most of it and turns the rest of it into a puppet. And Krasunia. Oh, Krasunia. It wants to attack Bilot to capture the puppet and invade and turn Noftich into nothing. So they first invade into Bilot, but Bilot is too strong for that. So Krasunia must learn that the hard way. Meanwhile, the Roman Empire, it captures all of this back, and then it makes landing over here. Oh no, Carthage is down. The city is down. What are we gonna do? So Razona makes a landing over here. Makes landing over here. And Krasunia is being obliterated from both sides. So Bilot meets up with Razona at the siege of Krasunia's capital city. And then Krasunia, I mean, it has to capitulate, or else they're freaking screwed. So they capitulate. And what is the peace treaty? The peace treaty is what Krasunia. And this is Krasunia. And then here. And West Krasunia. It's split in half. You know it's split in half. Because okay, so now we both have now Bilot has two puppets and Arizona has one puppet. So after a petition of Krasunia, nobody wants to attack nobody wants to attack them. And Penway, it goes 12 into Ukrainian territory. Like this. And then covered Fort Cross wants to invade Razona to get their sea back. So they start the invasion, but Razona captures it. It is now encircling the capital. It encircled the capital, and either the vast land of Harvard Fort Cross or the capital place. They capitulate immediately. So Harvard Fort Cross, it basically loses all of its coast. Then Bilot has here and until here. And Benway has this. And also Bilot also has this. So now, what Harvard Fort Cross got captured, it got basically diminished. Razona now starts expanding. Captures like this, takes over all of this territory. Does it remind you of someone? He failed annex Belots, then how do I look like? Don't even know. Roman Empire. So what do? They go in a war against Belots. They want to take all their stuff and all that. So first, West Krasunia starts attacking. But Krasunia does a smart thing and encircles all of this. And slowly but surely captures all of this, and yeah. And then they surrender, and then West Krasunia surrenders. Then Bilot, it invades, but goes in a spear. Goes in a spear thing. Goes in the spearheads. So we capture the Roman capital, and they don't want to. And the Romans don't want to fight anymore. So after they lose all of Turkey and all that, we start to lose morale. And then the worst thing happens: they make it to the Italian peninsula. Their main base of instructions. Even though their capital is in Greece, Italy is absolutely diminished. And then Rozona just this part surrenders, and this part surrenders, and this part, this part, and this part. So what is the peace treaty? Bilot is so angry at their ex-ally for trying to invade them, so they just annex him outright. They don't want to see him anymore. Then they also annex this guy, and now they're ginormous. Now they're Roman Empire. Then they have a little war against Krasunia because they want independence. Complete independence. Krasunia just gets crushed over, and both west and east Krasunias, they get diminished. After they got captured completely. They both got annexed, and also Nortich as well. Now Bilots is ginormous. And Penway wants to... he had some border disputes with Bilots, so I want to sort it out. They managed to get over here by accidentally invaded a little bit into Bilots. So, but right before Bilots starts obliterating Penway, bam, bam, pow, boom. What happens? And then Bilots just doesn't want to live anymore. So then we can make the borders. So Bilots gets absolutely ruined by that. And gets annexed by one of the countries after it all got destroyed. Like this. Like this. Ash pool over here. So now let me show you what happened. So how was it called again? Wait. Bilot got killed. Here in Cyprus, it's where it was. That was its capital, Bilotin. And now there's a bunch of different nations over here. And Penway decides to it decides to invade Ashpool to gain some territory and power. They immediately they invade Starla and Ashpool. So Penway invades Starla, immediately capturing its capital. And after that, it died. Then Ashpool split in half. City capitulation. So the peace treaty. They annex both. Then Penway wants to invade Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan being invaded was pretty easy for them. Just that. And Penway is getting ginormous. I'm gonna look at so let's look at this scenario. So it began its way into this area. It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos. No need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining tacos. Yum 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 yum. It's raining mac and cheese. Anyway, so Estadio makes its way into Africa, and Africa is like the new world right now. Instead, Grekvel makes its way over here, wanting to block off the Italians from expanding any further, because the Greeks and Italians never had been really good friends. So Stein Talkerch tries to get his way through here, but the Greeks, aka Israel, and the French, I'll not even dare to pronounce that name. Both invade and capture and capture all the land. Then Stein Talkerch, it decides to invade. Which one is easier to invade? Fuck. So they invade both of them at the same time. They start off with the Greeks and invading, capturing the first city, second city, third city. Oh, are we gonna do something about it? No. You're telling me what the government has escaped? What? We're capturing so much land. We're going major city after major city. and then the Greeks died. But meanwhile, these guys are stronger. They invade to take back their ally. But the Italians were ready for that. And what they did will shock you. They did like this, and then Baul captured its capital and then surrendered. Easy as pie. And now ask for peace deals. Okay, so this is how it looks like now. So Steintalkirch is now ginormous. Again. And here, and the French country lost most of its land by not only getting a puppet, it being a puppet, but the Greeks got annexed because the Italians don't really like the Greeks. Now, Baralia. The Greeks want to invade Baralia. No, the Italians want to invade Baralia. Oh, that's what happens. Baralia is too weak. So Steintalkirch turns this into a puppet and then annexes it because it changes minds. So this is how the world looks like now without the strongest empires. So Verkninki is being invaded by Ozerapol. But since the name Verkninki sounds cute because it means I don't know why, it just sounds nice, I like it. So they have plot armor. And they take this all back and start attacking Ozerapol itself. Like I said, it was, you don't attack us, no, we attack you. Ozerapol got split in half, and then this happens. So let me turn this into a different color from Steintalkirch. And now this is how it looks like now, the world. How about Wolfberheim? What happened to him? They invade this little country over here and take it over. They immediately take it over because it's so thin and a peace treaty. See, Wolfberheim is not that bad after all. Zegovich. Well, Zegovich, it just exists. I won't do anything with it right now. Lichstad captures all of this, Then Agiaskov. Oh, Agiaskov. Oh, Agiaskov. So they launched a really expensive expedition, over $3 million. That's in not dollars but euros. But that in ancient times, it's like $1 trillion or euros, whatever. I don't care. So for $1 trillion euros, why am I so American now? Why am I so American now? And Estadio takes over this. Now Istad, it declares war on Estadio because it wants Ethiopia. They don't declare war on Estadio itself, they declare on Estadio's colony. No, you know what? No. Estadio got absolutely diminished in this place. There's one city over here. Let's turn into its new capital. So Estadio is being Liechtenstein is invading Estadio, capturing all of this, and then there came the siege of Starland. The siege of Starland was a bracket breaker. It was a bracket breaker because Estadio won the siege, and Estadio managed to fight back. Liechtenstein says, "What the hell?" And then Estadio unsplits this country. And in the African front, they move back a little bit, but the African front is mainly just dead at this point. They capture all of this, and Estadio makes a smart decision and moves its capital over here. And over here, this gets captured, and then Estadio, since all of Liechtenstein's big forces are now in Africa, because Liechtenstein thinks after they lose Africa, Estadio will collapse. But Liechtenstein, its capital city, is now encircled. And so, in a really crazy turn of events, Liechtenstein surrenders. So, Estadio's terms and conditions. Estadio gets to keep this, and it gets to keep the African front, but these are the new borders which they have cooked up. And if Liechtenstein declares war on anyone, any of our allies, then we'll get annexed, but it's now a puppet. So, Estadio, with this, it's decided, you know what? I want to start exploring. So they find Madagascar, and they find India, then they find also Australia. They find India. And they also find this, and also they find Indonesia. How, you may ask me? Well, they got all of these trade routes. Also, they found. Also, they even found South Africa. It's a pretty big colony everywhere where they went. And the biggest thing, it found South America. It captured of this land in South America. And now it has all of these. And it has all of these trade routes now. How, you may ask? Because they, like, for example, the US does everything for their military. But Estonia does everything for its navy. Its navy is ginormous, and it conquered all of this. It managed to get to Mexico. And it got this. Got this, got this, got this, got this, got this. Also they took this land. Baja California. Then they capture all of this and they get to Eastern Russia. Wow! So Estario is now ginormous. Since they won a war against Lichstad, they now they're the biggest empire in the world. Because they have Americas, they have all that. Frick it. They even expanded into this part of Russia. We find Japan and Korea. And Estario is now ginormous. And that's crazy when your name shows only on a colony of yours. That's how big of a colony is. So now Estario is ginormous. Like, ginormous. And then this guy. They decide what they want to be in on the fun. And they start capturing all of this land next to the others. To prevent them from expanding anymore. So capture all of this. And then to all of this. Estadio and Algiers-Gulf are now the biggest countries in the world. Back to Australia. Find the coast of Australia. And find the other coast. They find Papua New Guinea. They kind of diminish the island of Papua. Well, they capture all of Australia basically. So, on this note, I think we'll be ending the video. History, alternate history, and now thanks for watching, guys, and goodbye.